Good morning. We are going to take the Blazer up to Bonners Ferry and do some snow wheeling. We'll see you up on the hills.
What is happening? Oh my gosh, here it comes again. The bullying emerges too. What's he gonna do?
Are you... Move, you dummy.
We're up in Bonners Ferry and we have an angry truck following us, like screaming his head off.
Okay, I do have an SUV that's fairly close to you. What are you driving?
A white Dodge Dually and towing a red 1983 Chevy Blazer.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go. It sounds like a deputy's with you and you need to focus on his questions, okay?
Driving a Hemi too.
We're just trying to have a fun day.
He's coming. How's it going, officer? No, stop.
No.
Stop. All right, so we were coming up and I had to get in the left lane and he was there. He was chilling back here and I had my blinker on for probably 10 seconds and I figured he was letting me get over and there was enough room for me to get over. So I got over and we're lugging up a hill doing this.
Hill?
What's that?
Which hill?
Going up.
Coming out of Bonners?
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
Do you have your driver's license?
Yeah.
With you?
Yeah,
Do you have
I
your
do.
ID with you?
She's.
I'm just.
She is not having a good time about it. Yes.
Yeah,
well,
totally.
out the window,
Yeah,
like hysterically.
Do you know why he was so upset?
I don't. I know he called you guys in when you were northbound.
Yeah.
And then I think you called.
For
Yeah.
what?
Cutting them off is what he said.
And we like flipped a really obvious U-turn and he totally followed us.
Okay.
Where are we at?
Are you delivering this thing? Or?
No, we're gonna go play in the mountains with my buddy.
I understand.
The angry driver is there.
I really just don't want to, see him again. Like,
Yeah.
she's freaking out, and I'm not doing the greatest. But I've never had that happen before. And
it's okay, Carly. Okay, like things can be all right. We're gonna get this figured out. All right.
get any.
So I'm gonna go chat with them.
Okay.
Okay. And see what their side of the story is, and then we'll go from there.
Just trying to have a fun day. You have any clean tissues? No?
I've got maybe a napkin. Here.
Psycho. Ew, that looks disgusting.
Sorry.
I'm not blowing my nose at that. I'll be fine. I'm so chill. I'm like, ah.
So, basically, and then he followed you guys. I basically told him that's no bueno. That's not a good idea. Because when I originally got the call, because there was 2 calls that came in. He called you in for that. I was not in any position to intercept you, so I just came this way, and then you guys called in on your return trip after you came back.
It was mainly we did because he made the U-turn with us.
Right.
And that's when we're like, we need to get a hold of somebody.
And so I explained to him that that's not okay. Like,
Did he just want to yell at us or something?
And he didn't even want to see you, apparently, is what he told me. So, but I told
he was
him,
following us?
Yeah, I told him, I said, look, here's the deal. Okay, I said, I didn't see any of this that happened. It's not a good idea to follow people. I literally told him that guy's going up to his buddy's house, and I can't imagine what would have happened if you would have pulled in there following.
We called him first.
Right.
Before you guys.
Like, that's how people get shot.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, and that's what we're afraid of, is that he's a crazy person.
Right,
and
right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we're dealing with that. I explained to him, like, potentially it was like exhibited behavior that's continuing to go on that could almost be construed as stalking behavior.
Yeah.
If he wants to report a crime, that you've committed, then he's more than welcome to do that. But on the other side of that, what he's talking about isn't a crime, it's a traffic infraction. It's not something to get like super wound up about and angry about and even waste your energy being mad about it. He might just be having a bad day, like yeah, you got cut off. Blow it off and let it go. Like it happens to me in my police car all the time.
Yeah.
Like and in my personal car.
He pulled
all
up
the time. Like,
yelling, and I rolled it down, and he's yelling. I said, "What's your problem?" And then that was it. And then he just started popping off, and I just rolled up, and we just kept going.
Yep. And I told him like he's got a load. He's pulling the hill. And I said, "What do you want me to do?" He says, "I just want him to talk to you about his driving." So I'm talking to you about your driving.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Do you guys have any other questions for me?
No.
No, I think we're good, man.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming out.
Okay. Yeah, you bet. Dress warm. It's gonna be cold up high.
Yeah.
So. Well, I'll let you guys be on your way. All right.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
You guys have a good day.
Thank
you
you.
too. What a waste of time.
Yeah, this is
Jeez.
41 minutes of crazy. We are on our way up to these mountains right here. We're gonna try to get to the very top of that one.
We won't cut anyone off.
Yeah, we're not gonna cut anybody off this time. Cowboy, you ready, buddy? Freya, you ready? Let's go.
Why didn't you find this before I got in here? Passenger princess.
All the way to the top.
We're airing down the tires. Apparently that's something that needs to happen for finding the snow. Those trees keep smacking us. Back in the pond.
Yeah. It is a beautiful day out here on the mountain. Nate was just telling me these are the Selkirk Mountains. Pretty sweet. this?
What?
We're going places that no one else can go unless you have a rig that can do it.
Yeah.
So, a lot of people with, you know, stock Jeeps or Toyotas or whatever can't make it up mountains like these, especially in the snow. That's the biggest thing.
It's pretty exclusive.
We'll tug it a few times.
Okay, sounds good. Right there. Now crank it.
Yeah. Oh man, you don't have an inch to spare. Of course we do. Maybe an inch.
Oh no. Shoot. Oh no. We've done it now.
That's it.
What did you ask me?
You don't have a spare giant tire, do you?
No, unfortunately not.
You slap a patch on it and blow it up.
We're gonna have to somehow jack this thing up and reset it.
For us non-car folk, what does blow a bead mean?
It means that the inner bead, because we've got bead locks on the outside ring, on the inside it's not locked, so if it's aired down too much it'll pop off and all the air comes out. Do you know what I'm saying?
Roger. 100%. Thank you. What do you think?
We're gonna have to shovel some and hopefully kind of free the tire, and then hopefully put some air in it.
What do you have for onboard air?
I've got the new gen Harbor Freight Special, but it's like big.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
it's big enough?
yeah. We'll see if it's big enough. Shaved ice, anyone?
No, but I'll take a high lift.
Yeah, I know. It's on the list. Oh, there you go. I might just air up everything. Some might say, Brad, why don't you have a high lift jack? Well, to tell you the truth, I didn't put it in. It's not in the back of the truck, so my bad. But yeah, we did definitely blow a bead, and we are airing up the passenger side front because that one's close to blowing. That's the thing about these Mickey Thompsons, they always blow a bead, and once they blow, they keep blowing. We'll get it figured out. So close. I stay here all night. Go camping.
For snow camping?
Snow camping. Pretty sick.
Well, Brad's lifting the rig up, and it took enough weight off of it to get the bead to set. So he's been here about a minute. And
I'm gonna try to let go.
yeah, he's a beast. Lifted the whole blazer. Now we want to get those straps off before something really bad happens.
Oh, it's gone. Boom.
Hello.
Sketch.
Oh boy.
Boom.
Yeah.
Now can we go have some fun? Finally, after 2 hours, just about, I haven't even checked the time, I think it was 2 hours, we got the bead on, and we're about to get this thing off the side of the hill, and hopefully make it further. We'll see. I just don't want to pop another bead, because that really sucked. I've done that before, and I knew from last time I needed a high lift, but once again, I didn't have one.
Little squeeze.
That was like a blown bead from hell. That sucked. But now we can go and enjoy the rest of the mountain.
No more popping off beads
please.
or whatever.
Please, no. And thank you.
Made it out.
Yeah, we did. I'm starving. I'm ready for a sandwich with mustard and no mayonnaise. Nate said I need to get out and take a look at this, so let's see what he's talking about. Front right tire. Oh no. I am so glad you saw that. That is a needle. Like a nail.
Like who?
Are you kidding me? Dude. Did you leave this up here last time?
No.
That could have been bad. do you want to do?
See a moose or a wolf.
We might. I don't know about wolves, but
Or a bear.
the meese or out.
Meese.
The meese.
What's meese?
You got
The
them.
meese?
You got mice and mouse. You got moose and meese.
Why?
That's how it goes. Come on.
Meese.
So right here, Nate came up here a couple days ago, and they decided to turn around. So we're gonna see how far we can go. The lady wants to cut the tree down, the fallen tree. There you go.
Lumberjack Carly. Lumber car.
Lumber car. Are you having fun?
A blast.
You sounded
Thriller ride
You sounded sarcastic.
of my life.
Oh yeah. Living the dream. We have spent the last few hours staying, or trying to stay unstuck, and our buddy was getting stuck a little bit, slide into the ditch, and that took a little bit, but we are on our way home.
Brad, what are your takeaways from the weekend?
Well, we're not going to be cutting off anybody, so we want to stay away from Road Rage Randal, that crazy guy. Oh, I can't believe that happened. I was absolutely nuts. But
I had stress sweats.
yeah, you were balling, and we were both shaking just because of how stupid and crazy this guy was acting.
And
Like,
you don't know how crazy people are. Like,
yeah, and
he
then,
could have, yeah, that could have gone really bad.
and it's so dumb because he called the cops first and called them and said we cut him off, and it's just so stupid and crazy that I just can't believe it happened. But some of the other takeaways from the weekend were I need to do probably boltless bead locks on the tires and the wheel situation so we don't blow a bead again, and I also need to invest in a high lift just in case for stuff like that, or to help somebody else. It would be very beneficial. Other than that, thank you Nate and Coral for a great weekend showing us around the Bonners Ferry Idaho area, and thanks for watching.
Come back next time.
Yeah, we'll definitely come back, but we'll stay away from Road Rage Randal.